Avery Misak, an indigenous Tinklet from Alaska, and her culture will be the focus of my CMP project. Her father is white, while Avery Misak's mother is an Alaskan Tinklet. She would occasionally spend families in the summer in Alaska. The Tinklet people have a relationship with eagles and ravens. Eagles and ravens are used to identify people in the Tinklet culture. The design of the family crest was created by the eagles. Shoulder covers that they wear are handmade by the ravens. Her mother raised her, and it was her mother who gave her the history of the Tinklet people. When she was a child, her mother taught her some of the language for people. Not many complete sentences, but mostly just words. Avery began visiting her other cousins in Alaska with her mother when she was 5 years old. She would travel to southeast Alaska and stay there for the summer. She would go on walks with her aunt and uncle there. She claimed that Alaska's landscape and natural beauty are unparalleled worldwide. In the summer, there were several mountains that are really high up. The trees were green throughout the summer, and the sun would occasionally shine. For the Tanklet people, Mount Edgecumbe is a significant landmark. The name Edgecumbe, which alludes to the area's earlier volcanic activity, and which is associated with the word blinking. Tanklet people gave it its name because of the smoke that rose from it. Her relatives used to tell her about tales about it, and the mountain would shake the earth and smoke would continually blow out of it. She would go kayaking with her aunt and uncle at the lake. On the lake, she would go fishing with her uncle. Her uncle loved fishing and considered it his favorite hobby of his that he did. She remembers hearing from her uncle at an early age that the Teglet people relied solely on fishing to make a living. Teglet people's culture included fishing and still does. It's how they retain a respectful relationship with and connecting to the land. They frequently caught trout, cooked them over the fire, and consumed the fish. Her uncle used a custom fishing pole that he made himself. One thing that's associated with the Tlingit culture is totem poles. They have many faces on them, which basically represent different families and past stories of the land. There are many throughout southeast Alaska that you can see, and they're all handmade from trees there. When Avery was 15 years old, she, her mother took her to Chilcoot Lake. At the lake, local Native Americans would have ceremonies. The area around the lake is very important to the locals and is seen as unknown. There are many salmon that are taken from the lakes, and the water is fresh. She served locals perform rituals there while wearing robes with their family crest sewn on them. Following her high school graduation, Avery spent her entire summer in Alaska. She spent time in the neighborhood and acquired craft skills. While she was there, she picked up cooking local cuisine. She learned how to sew a blanket and many other skills. Her grandmother always made food for her since she enjoyed cooking. She frequently assisted her in the kitchen. Avery's grandmother would demonstrate how to sketch the family crest because she is an eagle. The Tinklet people are really welcoming to outsiders. They are respectful of people's sexual orientation, gender, race. They welcome anybody into their culture. They are very opening to teaching people their language and their culture, and are always happy to hear people who ask them questions about their culture. Avery liked to hike as well. She was born and raised in New Mexico. She preferred to hike in Alaska, though. She advised me to travel with a local, otherwise you'd run the risk of getting lost. There are numerous trails that extend for miles in different directions there. The sunsets are incredible and they're very orange, and it's a sight to behold. I learned a lot from Amy Resuck about the Tinklet's way of life and her personal attachment to it. Her people place a high value on the land and recognize its significance. Everyone is surrounded by land, which is vital to our survival. She places a high value on respecting the land. The Tinklet people feel there's always something to learn from the land since their culture is so intertwined with the environment in which they live.